Hello, YouTube. Today we got our very first music review. Now, this past week, Mastodon's new album, Emperor of Sand, came out. Now, I kind of dropped this one as a music pick of the week during the very first live stream I did this past week. Now I get a little opportunity to talk about this album in full. Um, First off, I'm going to say that this is a pretty interesting album. The story behind it has to deal with the band's loss, dealing with things like cancer in the family. And, it's a pretty deep album. And basically, it's how they coped with these things and how they used music to really cope, create. And it makes for a pretty interesting album overall. And if you get the opportunity, head over to their channel and go ahead and watch the making videos if you're a total music nerd like myself and enjoy that kind of thing. First off, we're gonna go ahead and talk about probably one of my favorite tracks off of here, the lead single, "Show Yourself." "Show Yourself." It's about 3 minutes long, which makes it a good solid radio track. It's very very upbeat, which is surprising considering the sort of somber inspiration that went into making the album. With that being said, "Show Yourself" is a great song. It feels very empowering, and it's the kind of song that would make it into my gym playlist for sure. Um, Going forward, another favorite track of mine would be "Word to the Wise." Um, I don't know how else to really say it, but "Word of the Wise." It's got some good lyrics, and it probably has one of the best guitar solos in the whole album. It's really stellar, to tell you the truth. Um, One of the harder things to talk about this album is there's not a whole lot of tracks that easily become memorable. It's definitely an album you have to listen to more than once. One of the things about Mastodon is they're a band that has a progressive sound. You hear it in the phrasing, all of these different time signatures and phrases that are more complex. And the way that they structure their lyrics in the music, it's not a traditional song structure. So one of the things you'll notice with that is it's a very easy to consume yet still very progressive sounding album. And if you like music that's deep and something that you can dig into, it's definitely a great pick. Um, just as a comparison, it's not as deep or time consuming as Dream Theater's previous studio album. I'm sure you know the one I'm talking to if you follow Dream Theater. Um, but going back to Mastodon and their albums, this being the eighth studio album, um, it definitely is, it's definitely a deeper album in that regard. Um, one of the things I liked about the previous album, Once More Around the Sun, was its cosmic sound, and it had a lot of memorable songs off of there. Um, this one the songs aren't necessarily as memorable, but they're definitely deep, and they're definitely songs that you can appreciate, which is what really matters in the end. Um, with all this being said, this is definitely an album that I'd give a 4.5 stars because, like I said, just some of the tracks just aren't as memorable as I would necessarily like them to be. But overall, the amount of effort, time, and commitment behind the album is something that is really to be well appreciated about. With that being said, down in the comment section, down in the description, I'm going to go ahead and link off to the music video for "Show Yourself," and possibly some of their making of videos, because it's definitely something that's worth watching. Remember, um, support the bands, and we'll get some more music video reviews up in the near future. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.